the seeds that you plant are the actions, the thoughts, and the things that you truly desire, how you plant those seeds and then how you nurture them is truly what will make the difference in our lives. Welcome to Damaged Goods. I am your host, Lamb. Today I wanted to talk about planting seeds. The story came from a point in my life where I was really going through a lot from a financial as well as an emotional standpoint. And I was focused on preparing myself for the things that I wanted and expected within my own life at that point in time, right? So, long story short, I was working a second job and I was working the job to make my transition from my current apartment to my new apartment as convenient as possible. Things didn't really work out the way that I planned, and I ended up seeking the refuge of my older sister. Even though it's like I found an apartment, the apartment was not up to snuff, and I just couldn't live there. It just made no sense. It was like they knew I was coming. They had more than enough time. They said they did it, but nah, right? And I was really just down on myself during the time, and I was trying to understand why did I work so hard for a situation that didn't really work out to my favor, even though I prepared myself for it, right? Even though I took all the necessary steps, or better said, that I planted the necessary seeds to not see them take shape. It was kind of baffling, but I realized another seed that I planted is what sprouted, and I began to reap from that seed that I sowed. I began to really focus on what are my next steps in life? What is it that I'm truly want to do so I could live the life that I would like, or at least begin working on how to manifest that. Everything that we do, right? Every action that we take, every thought that we have, we're planting seeds. We're we're reliably giving ourselves a source of energy, which is the seed, and we plant it in our and we literally plant the seed in our mind, just like planting a seed in the ground. We begin to nurture ourselves and the seed by the habits that we perform, the actions that we take, the things that we say, and where we invest our energy. And a seed is the very same way. When we sit down and we water the seed and we nurture the seed, that is the only way for the seed to grow. And it's just like our lives. Just like we get up every day and do the things that we need to do, it's the same for our dreams. The only difference is we need to take the necessary action and invest the right amount of energy consistently to make the seed grow or to see those things change. I was planting my energy or investing my energy in something that I could not control. That lets me understand now that my expectations and where I was investing my energy was in the wrong place. I wasn't really watering the seed that I needed to water. It's about really investing the right amount of time and energy towards the seed. Everything that I have truly gotten from my current lessons in life have really shown me that right now it's about the variety of seeds that we plant. And it's about understanding that as we go along, the seeds or actions that we take and habits that we perform will give us different results. Life is gonna throw us its curveballs, and that in and of itself is just when life throws you curveballs, it's the plowing of the soil being ripped or destroyed, and then at that point, life is resetting the ground for us to replant our seeds. This doesn't necessarily mean that some of the seeds came out of the soil, but this now means that some seeds are at the top while others are now at the bottom. It's really about the variety of seeds that we plant and then nurturing those specific seeds, beginning to really invest our heart. You should begin to look at the things that you would like to do for yourself as a seed, right? And you begin to plant that seed in your life or plant that seed in your mind. and then begin to nurture the seed or nurture the seeds, whichever whatever you specifically at that moment in time are deciding is the most important thing to do, and then go forward within your own dreams and desires. What are the seeds that you need to plant throughout your life? Friends, really beginning to understand and prepare yourself for everything. um, like I said, when life throws you curveballs, it's not like anyone's really expecting that. But when you begin to understand or look at your life as planting seeds and working on these specific set of seeds to then sprout, break ground, sprout, and then bear fruit so you can then reap what you sowed. It's important that we sit down and we look at ourselves and look at our lives and really begin to focus. Focus on the seed. The most difficult part of planting seeds is really taking on the seed itself, because all of us can simply have a thought or goal or idea or one of some kind, break ground, drop the seed, put a little bit of water on it, and walk away. But the hardest part of the seed is once you've broken the ground and you've planted the seed and you've given it that initial burst of energy or nutrition. How consistent are you? Are you coming back every day to water the seed? Are you coming back every day to check the seed? Are you coming back to make sure that the seed gets the right amount of light? The challenge of planting seeds is taking on the seed itself every single day. But you wake up every single day, you live every single day. You do the same things that do not bring you the desires that you want every day. At times, we all do. So the question is, what are you now going to do to plant the right seeds that you need for yourself to see the results that you need to see? And my question for you is, will you take on, yes, will you take on the challenge of the seed? Because I will. Will you take on the challenge of the seed? Because I know I will. But thank you. Thank you for tuning in and listening to my thoughts and listening to Planting Seeds. If you have any other ideas or any comments that you want to leave and tell me about what I can improve, or where you feel like the message was kind of needed work, just leave it in the comments for me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in to Damaged Goods, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe.